Hey everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. This is my market wrap-up for today, November 9th, 2017. If you ever needed another reason to see in real time that this market is rigged, well, it was today. And I want to cover a whole bunch of things. The stock market did finish down. The Dow Jones Industrial Average peeled off just over 100 points. Now, before I move forward here, going back to the video that I did earlier today, when I did that video, the Dow Jones Industrial Average was down over 150 points. About a half of an hour after I did that video, the Dow Jones Industrial Average was only down about 60 points. You know, again, the same kind of thing. Buy. Up goes the market. Then, down about 253, 254 points with regard to the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Then all of a sudden, again, bam, 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 more buying. But the real story, once again, is in the bond market. Earlier today, I had said, go to my website, you would see in real time this hard sell-off with regard to the bond market. Right side of the page, just underneath my chat room. Well, all of a sudden, I mean, you can go see it right now because it's still on the chart. We had some entity go out there and start buying bonds. Buy. Down, bonds went up, and then we started to sell off again. I personally do not believe, and I could be wrong on this, but I do not believe this sell-off in the bond market is over. I think we're going to see more of this over the next couple of days. That is going to weigh on stocks in this environment. I want to put a perspective on something else here. I know there's a lot of you that watch the small caps. Unbelievable action today in the small caps. They tried, they are the banks, okay? They tried to bolster this market by getting in there and buying the small caps. Small caps were selling off. Actually, I think they went positive at one point and then they sold off again. Look, Zero Hedge today just put out an article talking about how the Swiss National Bank owns almost 100 billion of U.S. stocks. These banks all around the world are buying the markets. You know, look, you see this here, managed market? I'll tell you what's said behind this entire thing. When this all corrects to fair value, the free market, which does not exist, is going to be blamed for what is going on. I think that's the setup here. We do not have a free market. It is 100% managed. The bond market, we clearly know, and everyone who has you don't even need one functioning brain cell, maybe like 1/2 of a mitochondria that just can work a little bit, you will understand that the bond market is fake. It's been rigged for almost a decade now, and that has caused malinvestments across the spectrum of asset classes. We also understand, I'm going to say this again, the London gold fix. Look this up. The gold market is rigged. They fix the price. So you got bonds on one end of the spectrum, debt. On the other end of the spectrum, you got gold, which is the opposite of debt. It's a real thing. It's the undebt. They're rigging these two things, and right smack in the middle of it all is the stock market, which is also being 100% managed and rigged. And today, you could watch this in real time, literally on my website, where I have all those nice charts there for you. You can see the action here. It's unbelievable. So although we did peel off 100 points with regard to the Dow Jones Industrial Average, they threw everything they could to try to push this market higher. Look at the bond market action today. All those buy orders that came in, they tried but failed to get the small caps to go positive. Watch this bond market, people. I cannot stress this enough, and I say it every freaking day. Just watch what the bond market is doing, and you're going to have a better idea of what's going on across every single other market. Again, it's not real. We know it's not real. The banks are buying this up. No entity, when the bonds were selling off earlier today, then all of a sudden made a miraculous turnaround. Again, you can see this right on the chart on my website. Who would do that? Who would go in there and start saying, no, we're going to start buying right here. This is a good point to buy. Oh my. Meanwhile, we also understand that world central banks, the Federal Reserve, is promising to raise interest rates. So that should tell you something right there as well. It is not real. Nothing we're seeing is real. And really, that's what gets to me the worst part of it, is you sit there and you watch CNBC, you watch any of the mainstream channels, and they sit there like the market is real, like the price action that we are seeing is actually being driven by natural or normal market forces. It is not in any way, shape, or form being driven by normal market or free market forces. It's managed 100%. Now, are they going to lose control? Absolutely they're going to lose control. When? Don't know. They're going to still try to push this up. We'll see how this market plays out tomorrow. The bond market is going to tell us a lot. Let's watch the overseas markets as well here. But none of these markets are real. Every single market around the world is being bought up by a respective central bank and subsequently their larger banks. Just like, again, the London gold fix, the largest banks on earth are fixing the price of gold. Central banks rigging or fixing the price of debt. They're also doing the same thing to the stock market. Nothing here is real. Nothing here is what it seems. And it's just very interesting to watch this play out. Let me see. I know this is getting wordy, but let me just say a few more things here just with regard to this market. We have still not seen a 1 or a 2% correction in this market in almost a century. Literally, it's like 87 years, I think. That's grossly abnormal, but in a managed market, they can do what they want, at least for now. The free market is going to win here at one point, and it's going to wipe people out when it does do that. Don't know when, don't care when. I just want to get myself and you on the right side of this. But I tell you, it does get under my skin a little bit. By the way, YouTube is still flagging my videos. I got another notice today. Meanwhile, I get maybe 10% thumbs down on my videos. I despise YouTube. I can't tell you, seriously, the hatred I have for YouTube. I'm only here for you. That's it. So if all you guys and girls could do me a favor here, give me a thumbs up and share these videos as far and wide as you possibly can. Help me get even with these people. I need you. I need every single one of you. I'm out here look, you know, I don't have to do this. I do this for you because I think it's so important, and I do feel like we're all responsible for each other, period, the freaking end. With that in mind, help this guy out. Give me a thumbs up and share the videos. Get them out there as far and wide as you can, so we can kind of stick it to YouTube. Because I'm telling you, I am more than certain that my time here is very limited. They do not want this out here. They don't want people to understand these markets. They don't want people to look here, look here. No, you should be looking over here. Again, it's a distraction. And after what happened the last time I went off on CNBC and then they tried to shut my channel down, I am certain that they're playing a role here. So help me get even by giving me a thumbs up and sharing these videos, people. That's all I ask you to do. Everything I do is for you guys and girls out here, and I hope you take advantage of it. I have my whole website set up for you so you can watch all this stuff and capitalize on all this stuff that's going on right now. Anyway, let's see how this plays out till tomorrow. Again, don't be surprised at all to see the same kind of action. Buy. It's the banks. The banks are buying the market. It's a managed market. It's not a free market anymore. So we'll just have to see what happens moving forward until this whole thing just melts down. We have stocks here in the market way above its 50 moving average for, I think, as long as we've seen, maybe in over a decade. So that says something as well. I mean, I could go on and on about all this, but I think you got a handle on it. But again, please help this guy out. I'm trying to help you. I'm asking for a little bit of help on your. It's a couple of clicks. If you like my work here, hit this button down here if you're watching this on YouTube. Like it, share it, get it out there. Let's do this. Because without you, this is it for me. I'm going to be honest with you. I need every single one of you. I hope you need me back. All right, with that said, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Over and out.